Okay, so now we're going to talk about how to throw the disc further. We're going to focus on the backhand. And now we need to sort of optimize all of the aspects of our throw to transfer as much energy as possible from our body into the disc. Now, it's an unfair competition because this thing only weighs 170 grams and I weigh closer to 80 kilograms. So I'm a lot heavier. So I can put a lot of energy into this if we just get it right. So for backhands, we're going to start with the grip. So we've always had this sort of grip here with the fingers on the inside of the rim, this finger here, thumb on the top. But now we really want to tighten this up because the tighter our grip is on the frisbee, the better able we are going to be to transfer energy from our arm into the disc. And we also want to turn it again so that it's more or less in line with the frisbee. Okay, so we don't want it like this because then when I throw it, it's not in line with my arm. We want it like this, so the motion of my arm gets transferred into the disc. Okay, so another thing, the next thing to do is actually to pre-cock your wrist. So whilst you're winding up to throw, bring the frisbee back until it's touching your forearm here. And that enables you, as you're throwing, to get the full motion of your wrist, to impart a lot of spin to it, because another big part of getting the disc to go far is having a lot of spin on it, and that allows it to resist changes in the wind currents and all sorts of things like that. Okay, so the next step is stepping out. We're going to use our hips to drive the motion here. So we're going to step mostly forward, a little bit sideways. I'm in a stable position again, my hips are pointing down between my feet. This foot's on the floor, and I've got my hips squared up this way. So that's going to allow me some twist here. So this is actually the core of the movement, is my hips twisting. Because as everyone points out in sports, your glutes are the biggest muscles and therefore they're the most powerful. So we're going to use the twisting of our hips. And the good thing about when you reach to this point, your hips can't really twist any further, and so that helps them lock. And so what we'll be doing is twisting our body and having each part of it lock until at the very last moment the frisbee is the last thing moving, and then it flies out of our grip. So the next part is you step, and your left arm becomes more and more important here because that allows us to tension across the collarbones, and that's important because that helps our shoulders be stable and achieve a good snap. When we get to here, there's a good snap when the disc is released. So the left arm comes out and that straightens our shoulders, and as we're releasing the disc, it actually squeezes in like you're playing the Irish bagpipes. Then we release it. Because the disc turns up like this as it's flying, it's fine to release it like at this angle here. So we're tilting the core over, the torso over, and we're twisting our shoulders. Note that I've not got my back twisted because then it's not properly connected with my hips. Really, my torso here is just a turret on top of my hips, my pelvis. Okay, so putting it all together, this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to throw a big backhand in this direction. Get the grip, pre-cock the wrist. My targets are way over there. Maybe you could spin around and show where they are. Way over there. Okay, and as I do the throw, could you turn and follow it?
Okay.
All right, here we go.